So I had already explained that my mother had me when she was 14. I was born from a bet. My mother and her cousin bet to see who could get a hold of my daddy. I guess he was a cutie pie to them back in the day. I don't know. But either way it goes, I was born to my mother. She was 14. Growing up in the 80s was a different time frame, and everybody that has a parent that grew up in the 80s, or any kind of family members, you kind of know and get the gist of what I'm talking about. Telling y'all all of my mama's deepest secrets is not really what I'm here for. But born to a 14-year-old, my grandmother, of course, is raising me at the time. My grandmother ended up passing away in 90. So at that point, I'm 5 years old. Um, I remember my Aunt Steen telling me, like, I will ride past your bus stop and you're in the kindergarten in the snow and you are all alone. Like, that used to drive my auntie crazy. And so I guess one day she just came up with the idea that she was going to come and get me because I needed to have more care than I was getting. My mother's mother again had passed away in 1990, so I'm 5 years old. My mama, is now what, 19. She's really out here living the greatest life that she could live. She doesn't have a mother anymore, so it's not too much that she's really able to teach me. And she's going through a stage where, she's still popping out kids. And, it was a drug epidemic and it was a lot of stuff going on. But my auntie came and she got me. Yeah, she got me. I started going to school out in Grandview in the second grade. If my Aunt Steen wouldn't have came and got me, I don't know what happened. But I'm kind of glad she did. Some kids go to foster homes. I was blessed to not have to go to any type of foster home. My family kept me, and I appreciate them for that. So now I'm out here living with Aunt Steen and my cousins, Robin and Nikki. They like the bestest. I'm enjoying myself. Of course, you got to get adapted to things. Things aren't going to ever be perfect. Anytime you are being raised by somebody else's parent, the love is going to be there, but it's not all the way. I don't really care what nobody says, and I'm not here to ask for anybody's opinion. Was I loved? Absolutely. Did I grow up in a home where I was taught love, where I was taught respect, where I was taught how to appreciate myself and take care of me? Absolutely. All of the things that I was supposed to get, I received from this household. Would it have been different for me to be raised in a house with my mother and my siblings? I don't really know. The life ain't for everybody. But what I will say is this. I was taught some very valuable lessons. I enjoyed family. Family was very important to my auntie. We were the kick it house, okay? Remember Bigfoot pizzas back in the day? I mean, all of the kids would be in our yard. My auntie fed everybody. We were the house where the barbecue was cracking. Somebody was having a birthday party somewhere. Okay? And don't forget about Uncle Ramon. Now, he didn't live in the household, but he took me in, even being divorced from my auntie, like I was one of his kids. I was able to travel and go out of town. I made good money. I had all of the nicest things that a kid could ever desire. I just didn't have my own mother. I didn't have my own siblings. I actually was able to go see them and stuff like that on the weekends. But I mean, we're coming from a reality type of standpoint, and it's not always the same. But I wasn't mistreated. I was punished when I was supposed to. I was taken care of like no other. So I won't complain. So, like I was saying, I wasn't raised in a household with my siblings. I had a new family and I loved them dearly. But my mama gave me four brothers. I'm the only girl and I'm the oldest, and I meant I was going to be my brother's keepers. So, I had to make sure that we all got together, that we all knew each other. We all had our own fathers. My brothers all lived with their fathers' families, and of course, everybody knew me because I was my mama's first kid. So I was able to go over everybody's houses. And once we got old enough and I had a car, we were going to go and do things together, whether it be going out to eat, meeting up at my house, me cooking dinners. I was going to make sure that me and my boys stuck together. You never really know how hard it is to love until you grow up, yearning for that parently contact. It's a different kind of scenario. You will say, well, you grown now, you got to get over that. And you cool. You cool with what you saying. I totally get it. And you do get over it eventually, but that's definitely a hard pill to swallow. I'm so grateful that I had a family that loved me to the point where I never ever had to go to a foster care facility, because Lord only knows what may have happened. I was a funky attitude having something back in my day. So again, I'm just real grateful.